Everybody's been asking me what kind of diapers Denver wears. He wears Honest Diaper size 4 and Huggies natural wipes. Yeah, sucks we're at the hospital where you get free diapers and wipes, but Mommy still has to buy my diapers and wipes because I use special diapers. They help me with my little butt. Say good morning. Say Say that's my best friend. You know he needs a new Elmo. His Elmo is so irregular.
Some may ask what I'm doing. Some may think I'm crazy. I'm doing this for a purpose. I'm doing this to start a challenge. A challenge for a young child who is suffering from cancer at Denver's Journey.
But it wouldn't get the blood out of Elmo.
All his mother asked was for us to take time to cover our eyes and cover our mouths and just picture what her baby is going through at such a young age. He's suffering from a rare disorder. He is suffering from cancer, which blinds him and excludes him from being able to talk and speak out on a lot of things that are being done to him in life in the hospital. So therefore his mom has to spend just about 24 hours a day with him, as well as she has 2 young children at home, and she is a couple of hours away from home. I'm coming from the heart like I always do. There's people out here that can afford to eat out at nice restaurants, wear overly priced clothing, live in overly priced places. But there's also people out here suffering and struggling on a daily. This mother has no help. This mother can't even get a box of diapers because her times are hard. She's struggling. The baby has to wear special diapers or he'll break out. He has to have certain things that are hypoallergenic or he'll break out. She was explaining this morning that he has some bumps breaking out all over his body, and she doesn't know what it is, but he can't speak out. He can't talk about the pain that he's going through. He can't see what people are doing to him. All he can do is hear. So I figured I would take nothing but a minute or 10, 20 if I have to speak out for this young child and his mother. I did ask if they have a P.O. box, and they do. Again, I'm going to put it down here. I'm just putting their Instagram just in case anyone wants to follow. I believe that's how it is spelled, but I'm definitely going to be reposting pictures, videos And again, all his mom asked was for a couple of parents or people to cover your face and cover your mouth for just a moment so you can sit a moment and think of what her precious baby is going through right now. It's sad because of the area they lived in. They had to have him moved from certain hospitals and transported further away from home, which made it harder for mom. But my main point is to speak up, speak out, make awareness. If there's anybody out there that can help this mother, feel free to reach out to her with toys, money, diapers. Like I said, there's a certain kind, so you really can't just buy them stuff, but it's a mother of 3 who is by herself, struggling by herself to take care of 3 young children and her baby who is in the hospital struggling with cancer. So each day they're live, so she can update you on his story. So follow and become a part of their family like I have. I'm going to go for now. So those who see this later, you can understand, and definitely hashtag Denver's Journey if you decide to do the Denver Challenge. He can't see and he can't talk. So just take a moment of time and step in his shoes. Always keep God first. Love yourselves. And it makes it much easier to love others.
In Florida, you don't have to be licensed to be a doctor. You don't have to have a license to be, what they said, it's insurance. You don't have to be insured to be a doctor. So most of these doctors in Florida aren't insured, so you can't sue them. So you just got to deal with what they do to you and your baby. Right, Papa? Hospital after hospital. That's why we so need out of Florida. The other day when Denver went home, we weren't able to come to Atlanta because Mommy doesn't have a car. We only have 4 hours that he can't be on his machines. The only fast way to get there is plane, and who's to say the plane is not going to be delayed? So I'm thinking the next time they let him out, we're going to try the plane route. Hopefully I have all my money at the time, because I do have to pay for Denver's ticket, even though he's been sitting in my lap all this time. For two and a half years we went to New York. I paid for his ticket every month because even though he's tiny, he's over the age of 1, so you have to pay to get on the plane. Right, Papa? Yeah, I heard Philly had a really good hospital, but Philly's just way too far away from my girls. At the end of the day, if I go to Georgia, I could easily drive 8 hours back to Florida to see my other 2 kids, because I do have 2 girls. So Philadelphia is not an option. We had been going to New York for 2 years every 4 weeks, and that was hard on my kids. So right now I'm not trying to go too far away. I've been trying to spread his story. Someone told me to go on Facebook, but I realized Facebook has a lot of my friends. Well, not friends, a lot of associates that I know that aren't really... I realized if you haven't really been through having a sick kid, or if you haven't dealt with cancer, you really don't give a shit. And it's sad to say, but it's the world we live in. And I've tried to have people share his story. And some people have, but it's just, I don't know. I did a live on Facebook last night. I did a part 1 and a part 2. hoping that people will share. So, it might can help a mom out there. All the stuff that Denver's been through. I'm gonna do a part 3 tonight because I didn't hit a lot of things that I needed to hit as far as friends and family. You lose so much friends and you lose so much family members when going through cancer. You realize who's really there for you and who really isn't. Majority of our support system has been strangers. Say my mommy doesn't have brothers or sisters, so it's always just me and her here. My auntie, my cousin, one of my cousins and my aunt comes to visit him every weekend. But besides that, no family members really come. Nobody really sends, as far as family comes, no family sends him anything. They don't send him cards. They don't give him balloons. They don't send him gifts. Pretty sad. And friends-wise, the people that I thought were my friends haven't been my friends through this situation. It's been more like strangers reaching out and talking to me. Oh, thank you. Oh, what's wrong with your child? Nine surgeries is a lot. Denver, tell him how many surgeries you've had. Denver's up in the 20s. I think he's past 25 surgeries. Denver's had lots and lots and lots of surgeries. Denver, mommy has a new spiritual sister. I'll take all the support I can get. I have a whole bunch of internet sisters, which is fine. I've never heard of that. Aw. Well, I'll make sure to pray for your son. Or is it your daughter? Thank you so much. We always need prayers, and I try to be strong, but girl, sometimes it's hard being strong going through this. Some days people are like, you're so strong, and some days I'm like, some days I don't want to be strong. Some days I just want to run away and crawl in a little hole and cry, but I can't because I gotta be strong for Denver. Denver feeds off of my energy, so when I'm not strong, he's not strong. Oh, Papa. Yeah. I remember one time I was at Sloan Kettering in New York, and Denver had a surgery to go through. And at that point, I think I had been through like over 10 surgeries with him by myself. And I remember praying to God, and I was like, God, please, please, like, I get it, you're here with me, but I just need someone, physically here with me. And I remember a little lady walking into the room, and she was basically going through what I was going through. Her husband was going through surgery. He ended up collapsing at work, had a heart attack, and she had no one there with her. All her family was at work. Her daughters were at work, and she just was so alone, and she was just crying. And we kept each other comfort that day, and it was like God sent us to each other. And when Denver came out of surgery, her husband came out of surgery at the same time. And I was like, look at God. I prayed and I asked him to send me an angel, and he sent me one. And when I tell you, I I never take that for granted. Like, majority of the times I ask God to help us or to do things for us, He does it. He always does. And so, even though not having friends and not having family that understands what we're going through, we always have God that understands, and that means so much to us. Right, Denver?